Health experts and local doctors warn that the next few months could be dangerous when the flu season collides with the coronavirus pandemic. That's why the city of Jacksonville and Duval County Medical Society are teaming up to launch News4Jax Tuesday. It is a community-wide campaign to get people vaccinated and to keep area hospitals from being overwhelmed. Jacksonville Mayor Lenny Curry is joining us now via Zoom this morning. Mr. Mayor, thanks for being with us. I know that you officially launched the campaign in about 2 hours, so we're fortunate to have you join us here this morning to talk more about it.
Good morning.
Would you share with us the backstory about how this campaign came to be?
Well, I think there's just so much. In fact, I know there's so much more awareness now around the flu, given what we've been through, the traditional flu, given what we've been through with COVID-19. People may recall that if you go back to March when COVID-19 was coming to the United States, was here in certain cities, the whole goal was to flatten the curve, to protect our hospital systems from filling up and being overloaded, and basically stressed to the point where they wouldn't be able to handle elective surgeries, which are important, and other types of required hospitalizations. What a lot of people don't know is that in flu season, hospitals also fill up as a result of the flu. So it's smart to get the flu shot. It's even more important given the idea that COVID-19 is still with us. While our daily positives are down, and we're optimistic, we still have community spread of COVID-19 and we're entering flu season. So News4Jax.com is a place people can go to learn about how to get a flu shot, including those that don't have insurance.
So it's interesting. I talked with the executive vice president of Baptist, in fact, last week, and she told me that you just don't really know as a hospital administrator how much of an impact the flu season is going to have on a community until you're really kind of in it. Would you walk us through the conversations that you've had with local hospital administrators about their concern and the level of that concern if you have these two kind of pandemics, so to speak, collide at the same time?
Well, I would say first, they all have contingency plans. They're all prepared in the event that we get another widespread situation with COVID-19 coupled with the flu season. They have prepared to expand capacity if needed. However, that doesn't mean the community should take it lightly, because we don't want them to have to do that. Nor do we want people to die unnecessarily. People die from the flu every year. So I would encourage people to check out News4Jax.com and get your flu shot.
You know, it's interesting because I think that there are some members of our community who are young and maybe feeling invincible, and feel like they don't have to worry about getting a flu vaccine. That said, would you explain the direct impact that a collision of flu and the coronavirus would have on our economy as an example? I mean, we're now getting accustomed to the ability to be able to go out to restaurants. And correct me if I'm wrong, should this be real bad, that ability might be rescinded.
Well, look, retail, we've seen a number of retail stores, big ones that are going under, that have gone under. Small businesses, which include restaurants and bars, are still struggling while we're back to some sense of normalcy. So in the event that we have a large collision of COVID-19 and the flu in the flu season, even without lockdowns, I mean, I've spoken about this, just lockdowns are not sustainable. But even without lockdowns, you'll have people that are concerned and afraid to go out and conduct commerce, which will exacerbate the economic recovery that we're already trying to work through. But again, I would go back to really to think about hospitals and hospitalizations and our nurses and our doctors and all the people that work in our healthcare facilities. When these systems are full, because we have a large spread of COVID-19 in our flu system, this is also putting stress on those individuals and their families that are on the front lines every day. So this is really as much about taking care of each other as it is about taking care of ourselves.
So you mentioned earlier the percent positivity rate yesterday here in Duval County, as I'm sure you're well aware, was 3.54%. Are you concerned that may make people maybe a little complacent and they won't take the flu season as an example seriously?
That's why we're here talking to you this morning. So yes, there is a concern, but to the extent that we can partner with you and others and get our message out, just continue to keep people aware. That's how we're going to all keep people informed and hopefully people make the right decision.
Mayor Lenny Curry, Duval County, joining us. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Mayor.
Thank you.
Coming up at 8:15, Dr. Sunil Joshi, who's the president of the Duval County Medical Society Foundation, will actually join us live. He has been candid about the severity of the flu and the potential for hospitalizations and hospitals to become overwhelmed with both flu and COVID-19 patients, why he says there's no reason to skip the flu vaccine. And then at 8:40, we are partnering with News4Jax, specifically with local pharmacies. Some familiar faces with the morning show, including many of us here on the morning show, are going to get their flu shots here on air. So if you think that you just don't want to do it because you're nervous about needles and it hurts, well, you're going to see the reaction on our faces when we get our flu vaccine. It's not as bad as you think. Plus, we're going to get some answers to your flu questions, your flu shot questions. And then at 9, you can watch Mayor Lenny Curry make the official announcement, his news conference, which begins at 9 as he launches the News4Jax campaign. We're also getting answers from moms-to-be about pregnancy, the flu vaccine. Which vaccine is best if you are expecting? That's all coming up on The Morning Show. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.